The developed countries aim to establish mega projects designed to enhance their economic, touristic, and real estate value and help them become among the world's strongest economies. Dubai, for example, after construction of Burj Khalifa, the whole region witnessed a terrific improvement, making it the main attraction point for tourists around the world and a significant leap in the prices of real estate to whole new records. As for Turkey, and especially Istanbul, new projects are always in progress. In 2011, the Turkish government announced its aim to start up a series of mega projects in the country in order to increase the gross domestic product up to $2 trillion by the year 2023. And hereby, we list a few projects in Istanbul. Istanbul's airport, one of the biggest airports in the world, adding 2 new ways to connect the 2 major continents. The third bridge, known as Yavuz Sultan Selim Bridge, and Sues Canal, constructed below the Bosphorus to reduce traffic congestion levels. One of the longest bridges in the world, of 2 kilometers and 164 meters, Osman Gazi Bridge, that connects Istanbul with Izmit district. But the biggest project and the most controversial one is the Istanbul Canal. A few days ago, the Turkish government has stated its will to start up the project by summer 2021 after all economical and environmental studies. And Istanbul Canal will be considered like the greatest project of Turkey in all times. And here, from this point in Küçükçekmece, near of Marmara Sea, the new project will take place. So, after 7 years, the first ship is expected to cross from this canal. Why Istanbul Canal and what's the real deal? As the Bosphorus being considered as one of the most valuable regions on Earth, with an aim of solving the traffic issues on its way and finding solutions to the challenge threatening the environmental safety in it, as about 42,000 ships pass through the strait annually, knowing that its capacity is only about 25,000 ships. A large number of these ships carry dangerous chemical, radiological, and nuclear materials. Only in 2019, about 15 accidents and 141 ship disruptions were recorded, not to mention the consequent pollution in the region. Who can forget how the aquatic life have recently returned to be visible in the strait upon the complete closure to confront the spread of the coronavirus and the low level of pollution of seawater to levels not seen before. What's the canal's economic value? The new project, Istanbul Canal, promises to give great advantage for Turkey in international trade, as 75% of it transited overseas. Imagine that the amount of ships will cross the Istanbul Canal is over 42,000, which is nearly double number of ships will cross the Suez Canal, about 18,000, and triple in number of ships pass through the Panama one. Transforming the Bosphorus Strait into a secondary line, focusing on tourism movements only, and starting to collect fees from ships crossing the desired canal. Imagine that the revenue from using the Bosphorus and Dardanelles Straits in a year are about $135 million only, in terms of maintenance, extension, and other fees, which is a comic number. While the Suez Canal generates $5.6 billion to the Egyptian economy. This is because of the restrictions of Lausanne Treaty 1923 and Monroe Agreement 1936, considering the Turkish straits like international waters and the organization of navigation in them, which deprived the Turkish Republic of its rights of collecting fees from the ships that crossing its own territory in the Bosphorus Strait. When the canal project is ready to operate, Turkey will get $5.5 for every ton of shipment and goods that cross daily, which is about $8 billion annually. If we consider that the canal's construction cost about $15 billion, In 2 years, it will be covered completely. Then in the 3rd year, the cost of the construction adjacent to the canal will be covered. This large addition in foreign currency will naturally lead to improving the strength of the Turkish lira, raising the standard of living for citizens and enhancing the Turkish economy in general. Istanbul Canal details and specifications. A parallel waterway to the Bosphorus, 30 kilometers away from it, extending over the west of the city to connect the Black Sea up north with the Marmara Sea south, split the European part of Istanbul into 2 sections. So that time, the city of Istanbul will be 3 main parts. The first, the Asian side. Second, the island part between the Bosphorus Strait and the new canal. And third, we have the Western European part on the left part. Total length of the canal up to 50 kilometers with depth of 25. Width of the canal up to 150 meters over ground and 120 below shore, allowing any ship or submarine to sail smoothly. The canal's capacity will be 137 shipping boats and 27 tankers with weights up to 150 tons. It's announced that the canal will witness establishing a new city on the banks of the canal and the build of 8 bridges to connect both sides. Knowing that the construction of the canal will remove 2.5 billion cubic meters of soil, and the government plans to reuse it by creating artificial islands in Marmara Sea. By the way, in the morning we were standing exactly in this point in Küçükçekmece Lake. The canal will result in major value over the real estate market. Why? Here we list few reasons. First, as Istanbul Grand Airport is located near of the projects, Istanbul Canal. Second, the residential and the commercial projects will be constructed around the banks of the projects will be high investment opportunities. Third, it's closest to 3 upcoming artificial islands and 1 will be an opera house. Fourth, valuable commercial transactions in the region because of Istanbul Canal. In the end, we conclude that Istanbul Canal isn't only an architectural masterpiece, but also the commercial heart of Istanbul, such a significant media spotlight in the region. And because of all these reasons, here in Mimary, we advise you to invest in real estate in this region before the year 2023 to get benefits from the best investments you can ever have.